These are some more advanced questions. How should an entrepreneur determine what the business's most crucial activities are? If it's important, you know it and you have to do it. Without it, nothing else would happen. There's something said about, there are lots of ideas you can do, but if it's not urgent and important, don't do it. Wait till later. So think about time prioritization. Urgent, important. Come up with the 4 quadrants, and if it's not urgent, if it's not important, don't do it. Wait till later. If it's urgent and important, do it now, right? Get it done. Get it out of the system. Really think about how much time you're spending on the business and then in the business, right? So when you're in the business, you're not growing as much as you're working on the business. So, if you are doing everything and you're not delegating, if you're not getting, your partners or your family or your friends or your employees involved, and you're trying to do everything, then you're not working on the business as much as you're working in the business. So see if you can change that. Focus on the activities that can help you grow. Get a good mentor. Mentors can help you. Mentors can help you and guide you on what you need to do. Usually they can spot what activities are critical for you. Get a third person, outside point of view with your business. How should an entrepreneur go about finding and vetting partners to bring inside the business to work with the business? So really, people that you trust are likely to be the best founders or teammates in the company. If people don't have the skills, it's okay. You can, as long as the attitude is there to want to learn and grow. You can have someone who's really skilled, but you don't trust them. Then it doesn't matter that they have skills. So if I were you, I would go for people who I trust, who are interested in growing, who are interested in learning, who can learn the skills that's needed for the business, who can grow with the business, and someone I can trust over, just really good specialist who someone else can just hire them away from me and they're gone. So look for those. Family isn't necessarily the space you want to start. People who already know you, hard to get them to listen to you, hard to delegate. So family is important if you know how to manage resources well. But otherwise, bring on a partner if you need. Most don't. They just need employees to grow. All right, so those are my thoughts. So what are some good ways to understand the industry and that a given business is in? There are reports generated by industry from the government all the time. Go to a local library and talk to a business librarian and see if you can get some stats and figures from there. There's also Google Trends, which is a website tool from Google that you can use to learn about industries. There's also the stock market. Stock market gives you fantastic information. Go look at the earning reports of a company, see what big companies, and see where are they focusing, what are they doing. There's lots to learn from these earning reports, and then also the industry recommendations of these companies. So there's always a stock analyst who's recommending or not recommending a company. Go see what the analyst is thinking about the horizon and the industry as a whole. Good insights there. All right, what is the best way to learn about regulations surrounding a given? I would say the SBA is a good one. The federal government has websites and resources. The Texas, has a small business office, so you should check them out. When you pay your taxes, they're going to give you lots of information about regulations. So talk with a banker. Bankers usually know about regulations in the industry. But the Texas.gov website, start a business. That should be enough to know all the permits. Then even City of Houston has an Office of Business Opportunity. They can also give you lots of guidance. So Think about those. Go let them know you're about to start and seek guidance and advice. What are some good ways to set priorities for your business? Plan. Planning is a good way of setting priorities, but then also understanding the resources you have and how far they'll get you. So sometimes you can have a fantastic plan, but not enough resources to get you through the plan. So then you have to downsize your plan. It is, talking with a mentor, getting good advice, sitting down and planning with some guided hands and guided vision. So to help you make the most out of the resources you have, and then possibly even get access to new resources with a good plan. So it's kind of a chicken and egg. So you want to do it, but don't do it alone. Find help and get help. So when someone comes to you with a business idea, how do you evaluate it? For me, I have to understand the space they're in and the customer. I have to have felt the pain as the customer for me to actually want to consider it. I mean, not only that, but I want to see some traction. I want to see some proof, some results. I hear ideas all the time, and ideas are dime a dozen, like I said earlier. Unless someone has implemented and proven the idea, that's the key. That's what I want to see, is some proven business models, some proven ideas. All right, so how should an entrepreneur go about networking? What are some good organizations? So, there isn't enough. There's so many cool startups and meetup groups. Start there. Then from there, work up to different organizations like TIE, or TIE.org. Then there is the Houston Experientials, the IONs, the alliances, the Rice Alliance, and just work your way up Houston Angel Network, and start by something small like a meetup group. Demo days are great, alternative to go. The Shore program is a fantastic resource for networking. The amount of folks you're meeting in a confined space who are thinking like you. So make use of the friends that you're making right there at the Shore program, and keep a lookout for more things on meetup.com is a good resource. What is your favorite format for a business plan or organization? How do business plans differ by purpose? For me, I look for those go-to-market plans, those market plans, just because I'm a little bit more action-oriented. I don't like to read a lot, and I know it sounds weird, but I can't sit there and read a 40-page business plan. I go look for the key details. I want to know, what's the idea, what's the value proposition, how much does it take to move, so what kind of money requirements are there, and then who the people are, and what's their plan to market. I mean, I'm a marketer, so I think if you've got a good marketing plan, if you've got good funding or resources in place, and you've got good people running the business, any idea that has a customer could be thriving. So it's just making sure the right team is there, right people, the right resources are planned for, and good value proposition has been defined. So that's what I look for, really. How do I organize it? It's each person makes his own decision, but follow the SBA guidelines with the scored the SBA template, and that's a good start. Then change it up. You really should change it up, but start there. When pitching investors or bankers, what should an entrepreneur include in the pitch? How long should it be? If you're in the elevator like earlier, you've got 30 seconds to a minute, and you're not going to be able to pitch everything. Really what you need to do is, who are you talking to? There are people who already know about the business. They're experts. They've already invested in different models in that space. Don't go crazy trying to explain to, preach to the choir. For those folks, all they want to know is what they're going to get in return, and how much time it's going to take, and what are you offering, what will happen with that money, and can you deliver? What's your track record like? So if you're asking for money from an expert in that space, keep it short, simple, answer the questions they have. If you're trying to attract someone who doesn't know anything about this space, then really sell them on the idea that the problem exists, that you've got a solution that's been tested, that's been vetted, that it has some traction, has some customers, and that it's worthwhile looking at. And that it requires a lot more education for a potential investor, or a banker. I like to just say, keep it simple, don't overcomplicate it, and keep your message generic until you need to specialize it, until you need to really craft it for that right VC. So less is more for VCs. Okay.